Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto with cinematographer Doug Koch. How does it feel to have the film The Grand Seduction in this year's TIFF?
Oh, it's great. It feels really good. I'm dying to see it myself. I've actually not seen it with the final mix and all the music, so particularly the music's going to be a big surprise and a big treat for me. So, but I have seen it, so I'm really happy. I think people really like it.
Great. What was the artistic process like in coming up with the visual look for the film when you were working with Don McKellar?
Mm-hmm. Well, Don and I had worked a lot together before, so we have a little bit of a process, and we looked at a lot of films that were done and like sort of shot in the East Coast, Atlantic Canada, Newfoundland, these type of things. It was funny. We decided to sort of go against the grain a little bit of what we saw. A lot of the time, what we would see were very sort of desaturated colors and very foggy and overcast a lot of the time, and that kind of look. And when we were out there. Well, actually, it was when Don went out the first time before I had been with him yet. He reported back to me. He said, "What's really surprising," he said, "is actually how colorful the place is." And he said, like inside and out. He goes, the decor in people's homes and everything. He says is quite striking. Like it's not what you imagine. It's not this very sort of a rustic kind of thing. It's a lot of time it's quite colorful, and the landscape is very beautiful, which everyone probably wouldn't surprise anyone, but it's also surprisingly colorful. And so we actually decided to sort of embrace that and go with that. So we made it. That sort of became the design motto that we were going to sort of work against that sort of cliche. And the weather helped us because we actually ended up getting quite a surprising amount of sunlight and nice weather.
Right. And this film was also made in Quebec a few years ago now. How much reference did you do to the Quebecois version of the film?
Well, at first we sort of wondered, oh, should we look at the original? Like I had not actually seen the original, and so there was a bit of a sort of thing there, and I thought, After a while, finally we broke down and we sort of laughed and we said, well, this is crazy. I mean, when do you ever get a chance to actually see what somebody has done with essentially the same script you're going to do? And he said, well, there you go. We'll figure something out by doing it. So. Eventually we broke down and watched it, and I really enjoyed it. And but I could see the differences that were going to be between ours and theirs, and I don't know. So I guess it was just sort of looking at that, and there you go. Yeah.
What was it like shooting on the East Coast in terms of the community and them embracing the film crew?
Oh, they were great. The Newfoundlanders, they're like the nicest people in the world. I'm convinced of it. It was great. The people were really great out there, and I spent a lot of time with a large number of them. We were driving all over, exploring places, and it's very funny. I mean, you'd walk by someone's house, and the locations person would say, "Oh, we're just looking for places," and the next thing you know, they'd invite you into their place, and it was super friendly, like a very easy place to make a film in that way. That's for sure, and. We enjoyed ourselves enormously.
And what was it like working with some of Canada's greatest actors like Gordon Pinsent, and there's many more in the film? What was it like?
Oh, it was really fantastic. I had a great time with them, and Gordon in particular, because I'd never actually worked with him before, and was really looking forward to it. And he turned out to be like not only a really great actor, but like such a gentleman. I thought he was just what a great guy. He was really fun. I couldn't say enough good things about Gordon Pinsent. He was fantastic, and the others, I just had a great time with them, and they're real giants. Mary Walsh and it was great. I was tongue tied as I am now.
And what is it about the story that really drew you to the project?
The fact that they called me? No.
Yeah.
No. I think it's a really great story. It's really well written, and the characters are fantastic, and it addresses a lot of issues of self-esteem, unemployment, and so I think it has a lot of relevance, and it's it's part of our country. So there you go. And although there's been a fair number of films I guess shot out there, I don't think there's much that's been done that's sort of about this sort of subject. So I think it was a very sort of timely thing too.
What do you have coming up next?
I'm doing a series, a 6 half-hour shows with Don McKellar's directing, called Sensitive Skin. And it's the Rhombus Media is behind it, the same people who did Michael Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm excited about that.
And where's the best place to find out more information on you and The Grand Seduction and your other projects online?
At tiff.net.
Thank you so much, Doug. It was great to see you again, and congrats again on your CSA nomination, and have a great time at TIFF.
Thanks, Katie.
Thanks. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.